All right, I talk about it all the time. I am at one of my very favorite liquor stores in my area, Bourbon Wine Spirits, to see my favorite liquor guy. He probably doesn't want to be on camera, so you may just see him in the background, but this is Bourbon Wine Spirits in Roseville, California. Baby Bonded gonna be on camera, whether he likes it or not. Wave to the camera. Yeah. Ah, always good music playing. There's Eli, best man in liquor right there. All right, so one of the things I always talk about every time I joke about coming to Eli's is you gotta go around behind the counter and look, because one of the nice things about smaller liquor stores like this one is you can get to know the owner and the employees, and I know that Eli likes to take care of his people, so we're gonna sneak around behind the counter and take a look and see, but I'm just gonna walk you through, take a look at a couple things, and we'll see if he's got anything stashed for the special customers behind the counter. Oh gee, who's this guy? That looks like Whiskeybonded Jr. I always like to go in the back and kind of see what Eli might have in boxes and boxes and stuff of. Here's some Buffalo Trace, the old Benchmark lineup. I do got to say, Benchmark Full Proof is still one of the best values in whiskey. It's a Buffalo Trace 125 proof, 25 bucks. What do you got? Oh, there's the little book. Get a lot of questions about that one. That's one I don't typically buy, but it could be really, really good. Always the boxes in the back. It is good to see each Taylor small batch on the shelf. Little Eagle Rare, little Saz. I know that right now Eli's got a Sazerac store pick that we're doing a Patreon tasting with. That's actually really, really good and a great example of when store picks are a lot better than the standard offering for sure. Ah, little Garrison Brothers. They had a Ladybird here the other day when I was here, but it looks like somebody picked that up. Ah, there's a bottle. 2XO from Dixon Deadman. That is a really good bottle, if not a little bit expensive. It's about $200, but fantastic. Before I'd go buy in the bottle of 2XO Gem of Kentucky, I would buy this Kiowa blend. That's about half the price and a really, really delicious bottle. Is there anything from the Bardstown here? A little Fusion. Hoping to maybe find a Discovery 11, but it doesn't look like that's gonna happen. There's the Goose Island collab bottle. People looking for that sometimes. Here. You gotta look head to tail here at Eli's. There's a nice little find. There's the Bernheim Barrel Proof A224. I just did a review of that one. This is one of the places in town that you can actually get Blue Run. You never know what you're going to find here, which one he's going to have, but he's always got the Blue Run on the shelf. Zoom in and see what's on the old top shelf up there. You never know what you're going to see on the top shelf at Eli's. Love it. All the stuff is way out of my price range. Lots of good scotch here at Eli's. You'll even see the Japanese. There is your unicorn Japanese stuff. Really something. A few nicer bottles. Some of the stuff kind of common. There's the bottle that is calling to me for some crazy reason. That damn Aston Martin. Y'all know how I am with them damn car-themed bottles. Right, so as promised, we're gonna swing around behind the counter and see if there's anything stashed there. I did notice right here though, nice to see in the area, finally seeing the old Louisvilles. Really kind of not seeing those until just recently in the area, so nice to see those. I'm excited to maybe try one of those out. We may have to pick up one of those, maybe. We're gonna swing around the counter. This is my favorite part of the store right here. You know, that's me. Bring my happy ass over here and see what's going on. What do we got? And as promised, look at that. Look at that. What do we got here? Uh-oh. Little Russell's 13. Pays to know your liquor store owner. That's the behind the counter stuff. It's not on the website. Also, some of the new Ardbeg. Eli is a big Scotch guy, so he always gets the limited edition releases. But you'll notice there's a single barrel, Hennessy Masters blend, some Doers. There's the Woodford. Oh, and that Ladybird. There's that Ladybird I was talking about, just hidden behind the counter. Elijah Craig 18. Look at that. Little Blanton's for you Blanton's nuts. And this is one of my favorite things about Eli right here. Look at that. Congratulations, Ron. Congratulations. Got yourself a bottle. There's a Baker's 13. All kinds of little gems. Never hurts to have a little Dom in the house. Little Caribou Crossings. A few bottles there stashed away. Just gonna make myself comfortable behind the counter. So I've told you guys before many times, I'm gonna say it again. It's great to get into lotteries. It's great to get into wait outside the store and everything, but you will get a lot farther if you just make nice, make conversation, bring by samples. I don't know, you just gotta make a relationship with your liquor store guy, man. Eli's awesome, and as you can see, he holds the special bottles aside for the guys that come in, spend money, buy something common. Don't just come in and ask for the special bottles behind the counter. Buy a few common things, and then once in a while ask, hey, do you got anything else? And buy something. You know, I try to buy things whenever I can. So let's take a look at a few more things around the store, and we'll wrap it up. But this is a great spot, one of my favorite places to come, and some of the coolest stuff that there is. Now there's something you're not gonna see everywhere. So I love it. See, when you get a guy like Eli that is actually a big bourbon nut, but he also is a Scotch guy. So we've got, looks like 2 different Octomores. Those are not cheap, but if you want the smoky Scotch that is on the next level, that is it. Take a quick look at the special case. A little Hennessy Jameson 18. It's one of those Glenfiddich Grands. Little rare hair, one of the bottles that I just don't understand, but if you're looking for it, he's got it. All right, so right now I'm gonna give you what I think is the best secret hidden bottle in the store. That isn't behind the counter, maybe promised to somebody else, but it's right here in the front of the store. Right here, but it's not one of these. You gotta keep your eyeballs peeled, because here was my best Scotch of last year. That is the Bunnahabhain 12-year cask strength, fantastic bottle. You can see he's got a few of them here, and I happen to know for a fact that Eli asks a pretty reasonable price for that. Got the Joseph Magnus. There's that cigar blend that everybody's always looking for. Looks right there on the counter. One of the other things I really love about Eli is he does do a lot of these private barrel picks, makers, Elijah Craig. There is the Sazerac rye that we're going to be doing with the patrons. That is actually a surprisingly good Sazerac rye. It really does differentiate from the standard offering. And I got to tell you, if you get to know your liquor store and liquor store owner, and he knows how to pick them, like Eli knows how to pick them, you can get a bottle that is not that unique, not that special, just a regular run-of-the-mill bottle like Sazerac, and he'll pick a single barrel that actually is something very delicious. I was really, really surprised pleasantly by this bottle at under $30. Really, really delicious. If you're in California, he ships, but if you're in the Sacramento area, you want a store pick that's less than 30 bucks, which isn't easy to do. They're usually a lot more than that. Come by and pick up one of these bad boys. A couple of the Jack Daniel's single barrel proof ryes. The 134.4, that's a good proof point. That's gonna be a badass bottle. The old Michter's shelf. Eli just put all these in recently. Great little setup. There's the OGD 114. I know. Don't talk about the OGD 114. Buy the OG 114. It's a really great value bottle, but I'm not going to talk about it because then it's going to get allocated, right? Because I'm talking about it, it's going to get allocated. Buy this bottle. And always the Smoke Wagon. Always get the holiday bottles from Smoke Wagon with Eli. Little Old Forester, a few more Joseph Magnus, and some tequila. It is Cinco de Mayo today, technically, as I film this. Won't be when I post it, but as I film it. So they go, hey, happy Cinco de Mayo, tequila. This is a good one. I like this one. All right, so that's pretty much it. There is my favorite liquor store and definitely my favorite staff. If you have a chance, you're in Roseville, come by, check it out. Bourbon Wine Spirits in Roseville, California. Great stuff, always behind the counter. You can get anything you need here, but I love coming in here just to see what's behind the counter. As you can see, there's always something special behind the counter. So again, relationships, people, relationships. I think I'm gonna go over there and grab myself one of them old Louisvilles. Maybe talk myself into one of those bottles that's behind the counter. I'm Conrad, this is Whiskey Bonded.